Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess, a bold experiment by Capcom. When it comes to Capcom, you never know what to expect. Even their blockbusters often feel experimental. They've shaken up the formula for Resident Evil, introduced story-heavy spin-offs like Monster Hunter Stories, and created unique games like Okami and Dragon's Dogma. Even Exorbital, despite its struggles as a live service game, was unbelievably original. Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess continues this tradition of innovation, blending action with tower defense mechanics into a unique and captivating experience. It's so distinguished that you can't help but hope it will spark a new franchise. The story takes us to a Mount Kafuku, a once-blessed mountain that provided prosperity to neighbor villages. However, humanity's greed led to its corruption. The mountain is now overrun by monstrous creatures called Shin, which have tainted every settlement, destroyed structures, and stolen ancient divine masks. To cleanse the land, the priestess Yoshito performed purifying rituals who play and dance, but she can't do it alone. She summons a samurai guardian named Su, whom you control. Each mission follows a simple premise. Yoshito starts at point A, and your goal is to guide her to the torii gates at point B by drawing a spirit path. Initially, this is a straightforward process, but as level progresses, you will encounter branching paths that require strategic planning. You can draw the full path in one go, as it consumes crystals that you earn by purging tainted flora and defeating Shin. Every vanished monster drops crystals, which are crucial for progress. Even animals in the corrupted lands are affected. Striking them with your sword kills them, and they reward you with food rations to heal So and his allies, but no Yoshino. At night, the stakes are higher. Monsters emerge in greater numbers, and you only have a few minutes before sunrise to clear plants and rescue villagers trapped in cocoons. Saved villagers join your team and can take on specific roles: Jumberjacks for melee combat, archers for ranger attacks, sumo wrestlers as tanks, ascetics to slow enemies, and shaman women to heal allies. Each level introduces more roles, but with limited villagers. You will need to choose wisely who to recruit and how to deploy them. Managing these roles is a key. You will frequently open the command screen to assign position and adjust strategies. For instance, archers are best placed on towers, lumberjacks need to interrupt enemy throws, and sumo wrestlers excel at drawing attention away from others. This tactical layer feels like a proper tower defense game, but with a dynamic twist. You can change roles and reposition characters mid-battle, adding a layer of flexibility rarely seen in the genre. So isn't just a tactician, he's also a capable fighter. His attack combines standard strikes with a dense attack, which are roughest moves that suit different situations. For instance, using a combination of standard and dense strikes creates an uppercut, perfect for airborne enemies. As the game progresses, So gains access to skill upgrades, including charge attacks, bow counters, and even attack boosting pools placed around the battlefield. Upgrades require a currency called musubi, earned primarily by completing missions. Musubi can also be spent to enhance villagers, improving their strength, stamina, and unlocking new abilities. For example, shamans can review areas trapped in cocoons, and sumo wrestlers can deplete resistance bars of larger shite, leaving them vulnerable. Interestingly, you can reset and redistribute your musubi at any time. If a particular investment doesn't pan out, you can relocate points to better suit your strategy. As missions grow more complex, enemies spawn from multiple gates, and nighttime battles last several minutes. Sometimes you will need to survive multiple nights on a single level, especially if you lack enough crystals to draw Yoshino's path in one go. Protecting Yoshino is paramount. Her death results in mission failure, while So's death is less severe. He temporarily transforms into spirit to give comments and reviews after a short delay. The variety of monsters keeps the gameplay fresh. Shades come in many forms. Some explode near Yoshino, others infect So and block his combat abilities, and some are airborne or burrow underground. Boss battles, however, the showstoppers. These giant foes have unique attacks and stunning designs. Some feature grotesque tentacles, while others sprout larvae from their torsos. While these encounters don't reach Monster Hunter levels of complexity, they challenge your strategic skills and adaptivity. Between missions, you will restore settlements corrupted by Shade. Each liberated area becomes a base, complete with a tent where Yoshito rests and you can see progress or spend Musubi. Surrounding the tent are ruined structures that require repairs. You will assign workers, start the process, and venture into a mission or two while they rebuild. Early on, this mechanic is manageable, but as the number of bases grows, revisiting each one becomes tedious. You will need to interact with each structure, press a few buttons, and repeat the process for every base. And despite the medium, rebuilding is rewarding. Each restored structure provides gifts, including Musubi and special talismans. These talismans offer gameplay perks such as boosting villagers' health or attack power, full some come with trade-off, like Awakening Su. Others are purely cosmetic, making villagers great you ethnically. Kunitsu Gami Path of the Goddess feels like a relic of the PlayStation 2 era, not in quality but in originality. Its blend of action and tower defense is refreshingly unique. Though it's not without flaws, the difficulty can feel uneven, and the restoration process becomes repetitive. Still, for those who prioritize gameplay over the story, this is a must-try. It's a rare example of a big studio taking a risk on something truly different. So to sum up all of this, the pros of the game is an innovative mix of action and tower defense, new enemies and mechanics keep level fresh, flexible skills reset system, stunning monster and boss design, compact runtime with a robust New Game Plus mode for replayability. And cons is inconsistent difficulty spikes, especially with bosses, tedious base restoration process, and minimal storytelling might not appeal to everyone. So Kunitsu Gami rewards players who invest in its world, offering challenges like defeating bosses under time limits or clearing areas with limited resources. For those hooked enough to try New Game Plus, even greater challenges await, and your progress carries over, letting you bypass the grinder aspects. With a main campaign of around 20 hours, you might find yourself eager or more by the time the credits roll. Thank you for watching.